Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning into our presentation today. My name is Libby Langloy. I'm an Assistant Director for the Office of Student Organizations and Activities. And as we like to say around here, it's time to get wildly involved. Although it's almost, because we know there's a little bit of time before you get to campus, but we hope that this can serve as a guide of how to help you figure out how to get involved once you do arrive at UK. So to dive right in, I'll introduce you to our involvement advisors. Here's a photo of all of them. These are students just like you who have navigated, getting involved on campus and know that it can sometimes be scary or overwhelming when we say that we have over 500 orgs on campus and you're thinking, where do I start? So involvement advisors work out of our office as student ambassadors for campus involvement and engagement. And they're really here just to help you and learn more about your interests and prior involvement that you might have had so that they can help you get involved at UK and while you're here. You can actually chat with involvement advisors through email, you can call or text them, and then you can also meet with them in person in their office. If you have any questions for those students, our involvement advisors before August, if you have any burning questions about different orgs on campus or anything like that, please feel free to email them. It's getinvolveduky@gmail.com. So again, those involvement advisors work out of our office. So student organizations and activities, AKA what we call SOA. And we consider ourselves the hub for involvement on campus. We actually house the major fee-funded groups along with over 500 student-run organizations. We run the registration process for those orgs as well as provide resources to each of them. We think getting involved is so important because it not only enhances the skills that you have now, but ones that you will continue to learn throughout your time at UK. It fosters new relationships with students across campus, as well as faculty and staff members, and it really helps broaden those experiences that you'll have throughout your time here at UK. What we always want you to know is that there's definitely an org for you on campus. We know there's over 500, and again, that can kind of be hard to narrow down, but there's definitely one out there for you. And so that's what we hope again throughout this presentation, that you can begin to start finding the one that fits perfectly for you. So again, we've got over 500 orgs, and I mentioned the major fee-funded groups. Those are below the logo. So our first fee-funded group, the Student Activities Board, that's actually our largest programming board on campus. They plan events such as concerts and bingos, trivia, and different things for students to engage in throughout the week. Their motto is that there's always something going on, and that's so true. So they'd love for you to get involved either through coming to events or by being a member and helping plan those for campus. We also have the Student Government Association. That's your student government body president, your student body vice president, and all of the students who make sure that they are working towards ensuring that student body's voice and opinions are heard. We've got WRFL, our campus radio station, 88.1 all the way to the left. This is a really special radio station as it is always live 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So even when there's a snowstorm, people are trekking in to make sure that you've got live radio through your phone, online, or in the car. We've also got a community engagement opportunities. So if you're interested in service or volunteering, nonprofits, there's tons of ways to get involved on UK's campus as well as in the broader Lexington community as they work with different partners throughout Lexington. So a great way to get involved with service and volunteering. Lastly, we've got Dance Blue, which is our student-run organization that plans a 24-hour dance marathon benefiting kids with cancer in the Dance Blue Clinic. They do this all for the kids and plan all year around to make sure that everybody can have a great time and fundraise for such an awesome cause. Those major fee-funded groups are actually going to be located in our Center for Student Involvement, which is in the Gatton Student Center on the second floor. We always say, follow the smell to Auntie Anne's and take a left, and you'll find the Center for Student Involvement. So again, this is where our major fee-funded groups are housed, and we also have 4 rotating student groups that have offices in that Center for Student Involvement hallway. The only one that you won't find up there is WRFL because they're actually in their own radio station downstairs closer to our SOA office. Something that you should know about these groups is to feel free to stop by and ask them questions. There's a lot of students in each of the orgs that are involved in many different organizations across campus and are always willing to hear questions that you have and help answer them. And if they don't know the answer, they'll hopefully guide you in that right direction to get your questions answered. As you start kind of figuring out what organizations are across campus and maybe want to learn a little bit more, we would definitely suggest that you go to BB Involved. So what you need to know about this application is that it's basically the Google for finding orgs and events on campus. If you go to this site down here, go.uky.edu/BB Involved, it'll take you to the page. You can sign in with your link blue, or you can just kind of search as a public facing member. It's a really easy way to go through and find different organizations based on interest or events that are going on based on the week. So we highly encourage you to start looking at that. Some questions that you can kind of take into consideration as you start to explore BB Involved are, what are you interested in? Are there things that you might have been currently involved in throughout your high school or different college? And what is your major going to be? There's a lot of different groups who are major specific, but then again, there's some who are interest. So we've got engineering groups, we have a squirrel watching club, a paper airplanes club. There's a lot of different things to get involved in throughout your time here. So we definitely suggest that you go ahead and start exploring, but if you want to have a more in-depth like conversation or anything like that, feel free to reach out to those involvement advisors. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation. If you have any questions for us as an office, please feel free to either come see us. We're also located in the Gatton Student Center, Suite A154. You can email us at studentorgs@uky.edu. Give us a call at 859-257-8867. And in the meantime, go ahead and give us a follow on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's at UK Get Involved. We post a lot of organization stuff as well as events and different things going on around campus. So we can't wait for you to get here and get wildly involved. Have a great day.